Hi there, I am going to show you the remanufactured ink system for the Xerox ColorQube 8570. As you can see, they're remanufactured cubes. Hopefully you can get the angle right here. I use these myself. This is my third, fourth color set of each one. And as you can see, this part here, this is the part that's against the melting mechanism, and these are used cubes from my machine directly. But I'm going to show you how to put them in original cubes. Now, on my listing, I sell them as refills with a primer cube. What the primer allows you to do is, if the ink doesn't work for some unknown reason, it allows you to trick the system into accepting it. Now, with the blacks, there's the primer cube. Primer cube is always an authentic Xerox, 100% authentic, real brick from them. But black usually doesn't need it. There's a remanufactured cube. You can see the Xerox is not emblazoned on the front. These cubes are a little bit lighter. They're about 41 to 42 grams instead of the 46 grams. But of course they're a much lower price, so the lost weight is more than compensated. Black usually is a dream. And there we go, all three in, no problem there. Magenta sometimes quirks. In this case, obviously this one is going to. I do test all these cubes before going in. There's what usually happens. Now, in the molding process, these are a little tiny bit smaller. You can hear it clicking. Sometimes it just takes a little wiggle. Sometimes it does take a little bit more effort. So this one will take a little bit more effort. I'm not going to show you this one. I'll show you on the yellow, because yellow is always a problem. Cyan, cyan, and cyan. So black and cyan, bulletproof. Usually magenta is. This is just a bad mold. Oh, there might be that little white speck there. Let's see what happens now. Nope, still no go. Okay. That's why we have primers. So looking at the yellow, there's the primer, the actual 100% authentic Xerox cube. You get one of these if you order a primer set. The yellows will not go. I'm not sure whether it's the composition of the ink or the coloring on the bottom is slightly different. Just for whatever, it might work on your printer. I've obviously used and abused mine to the nth degree, so it may be a little more finicky than others. To do the primer, though, put that down there. Get a small screwdriver. Plug that in. Hold it. You hear the click. And my hand is going to be in the way. There's a little mechanism under the cube that if you hold it down with a screwdriver, you just put the next cube in. I'll try to do it from a different angle. In, click, hold it there, screwdriver down, replace, and slide. Once the cartridges are in, there will never be a problem. Great spot. There we go. So that is roughly 6,000–7,000 pages worth of printing that was done in a few minutes. Not even that, a few seconds. Removing these, you're going to get the same problem. Just let it do its thing. Click, click, click. Warming up. As you can see from the indicators, yellow full, cyan full, magenta, because we didn't install that other one, is a bit lower. Black is 100%. But I don't want these to melt on the end, so I'm going to pull them out quickly. To remove them, black. Like I said, black is just a dream. Now you shouldn't be plunking these in, taking them out on a regular basis. Once they're in, there really isn't a major need to remove them. And that one's going to be a little fussy. Worry about it later. Magenta always needs a primer to come out. Cyan needs a primer to come out. I'm going to show you on magenta. Now, while I'm setting this up, these are 100% authentic Xerox ink cubes. They're just remanufactured, so you're not getting a compatible ink. This will not void your Xerox warranty unless they see the remanufactured blocks in the printer itself. So if you need to get it serviced for some reason, yank out the remanufactured, put in the primer cubes or whatever you need to do there if you've got spare primers yourself. But the ink in the machine is 100% Xerox. They cannot whine, complain. They can't identify it as something different. So you'll be fine there. Plug in the primer, wait for the click, slide up the other block, and then it's just align and push. Obviously this does take some practice, but again, once you have the inks in, you probably don't need to do this more than once in the life of the printer. I can't see why you would. There's the black primer for the last black ink. Press, hold, wait for the click, ride it up, and then just pull and slide. You can get the other one out. Two more quick ones here, cyan. Oh. That one's done, and the yellows. So this is the full process of unloading and yellow is always going to be the most problematic, so play with the other ones first. But once you get the hang of it, as you can see, it's not that bad at all. So on my listings, I'm going to have the right remanufactured blocks available as single purchase, rainbow pack, which is one of each color, rainbow plus an extra black, so 5 in total, or 3 packs of each individual color, or 3 plus the primer, depending what you need. If you've got 1 or 2 original cubes kicking around, that'll be fine for you. They must be AC coded. That's the North American commercial. They must be AC or they will not work. If you have AD, that's starter code. If it's your first time using an AC, that's fine. It'll set your printer to that automatically based on the first block you put in. You must put in a primer block to set your code as North American. If you are ABC, ABD, those are European and Pan-Pacific codes. These will not work in Euro release and Asian release. So as long as you're using AC or AD, these will work for you. Look for them online. Viridel, VIRIDEL 75 is my email address. Bye.